Team Taiwan charges into the Asian Baseball Championship stage. The CPBL playoff race explodes into its final nail-biting stretch. The Taiwan Professional Volleyball League spikes into its inaugural season with full power. And CTBC Brothers hitting coach sarahhhedwards breaks new ground and shares her journey.
Hi, I'm sarahhhedwards and I'm a hitting coach for CTBC Brothers.
All that and more right here on Game On Taiwan. Welcome to Game On Taiwan. The baseball season is heating up. With the playoffs coming in October, every game counts, and the stakes have never been higher. Before we break down the action and share the highlights, let's celebrate Taiwan's national team at the Asian Baseball Championship, where they came away with valuable lessons for the road ahead. Taiwan earned a silver medal at the 31st Asian Baseball Championship held in China. In the final, Japan raced to a 7-0 lead after just 2 innings. By the 7th, Japan was ahead 11-0. The blowout was tied for the biggest spread ever in a championship game, giving Japan back-to-back titles and its 21st overall. For Taiwan, the tournament marked progress. A young pitching staff opened by Lin Sheng-en, with early relief from Chen Mu-heng, took on one of Asia's most polished lineups and gained valuable experience under pressure. There were individual accolades as well. Gao Yiwei was named All-Star Team third baseman, and Lin Yuli earned Best Defensive Player. More than the medals and stats, Taiwan comes away with clearer goals, renewed confidence from reaching the final, and a roster better ready for championship intensity. Lessons learned at the highest level of play. Now, Taiwan baseball looks ahead to the next international challenge. The CPBL regular season is entering its final stretch, and for the defending champions, the CTBC Brothers, there's no room for error. Locked in a tense battle for both the second-half crown and the league's best overall season record, the brothers headed into a pivotal weekend at Rakuten Taoyuan Baseball Stadium. Facing the Rakuten Monkeys in a season-defining showdown, a razor-thin 1.5-game lead separated the two teams in the second-half race.
下一棒也是难关，要面对的是许基宏。
心理上面的那种稳定性，这个是但是所谓的胜利哇哟，这一棒哦，扫着球上去了，哇，home run！
哇，这个就好了，一锤定音的感觉了，直接把这一个大局给打下来啊。
In the opener of this high-stakes 2-game series, the brothers emerged with a thrilling 7-5 victory, sending shockwaves through the league and edging ever closer to the coveted double M5 magic number that could clinch both their full season and second-half ambitions. The CTBC Brothers returned to Taoyuan for the second game of this pivotal weekend, determined to strengthen their hold on the second-half title. On the mound, league ERA leader Nivaldo Rodriguez faced off against Rakuten's local standout Chen Ke-yi, setting the stage for a tense, high-stakes duel. For 4 scoreless innings, the two aces traded strikeouts and grounders, neither giving an inch. The deadlock finally broke in the 5th.
哎呦，这一棒被咬到了，看这球塞尤纳拉啦，上看台2分炮出现。
Ye Chenghua's 2-run homer ignited the stadium, putting the brothers on the scoreboard. The brothers kept up the momentum in the 6th, extending their lead to 4-0. With a rock-solid bullpen locking down the final innings, CTBC held firm, securing victory and tightening their grip on the second-half championship. After a tough weekend, the CTBC Brothers' regular season entered October with only rain makeup games remaining. On Wednesday, October 1st, the brothers visited the Fubon Guardians with a second-half magic number of 2. To clinch the second half title, they needed a win and a Rakuten Monkeys loss to the TSG Hawks. The Hawks did their part, defeating Rakuten 3-0, setting up the brothers for a potential title clinch with a win. However, Fubon wasn't about to let their opponents celebrate on their home turf. The Guardians fought back, tying the game 3-3 in the bottom of the 8th and pushing it to extras under the international tiebreaker rules. The brothers regained the lead briefly when Shi Chi-hong hit a solo home run, his 19th of the season, putting CTBC up by 2 runs.
这一棒在右半边，基宏，Go！ 不用手了，直接回来啊！今年第19号的全垒打打到了中信兄弟的球迷手中。
In the 10th inning, Wei Quan of the Guardians hit a 2-run double, his first hit of the season and just the second of his CPBL career, to tie the game once again.
哇，现在压力就在蔡奇哲身上了，曹总是不是？哇！再见保送！这场比赛，富邦悍将通通出狱，再次演出了越狱风云2.0。连续2场比赛都是在至少3分落后的情况之下，他们逆转战局。
Despite not being able to celebrate with the usual streamers, the CTBC Brothers are setting their sights on multiple goals. The second half championship, the highest overall winning percentage for the season, and the highest attendance of the year. The race is on, and the brothers are ready to finish strong. After a weekend of key hits and solid pitching, we go from the diamond to the dugout, where a new presence is standing out. This season, the brothers brought on sarahhhedwards, the first female hitting coach in Taiwan professional baseball. Edwards reflects on her journey to Taiwan, sharing her experiences and how she's settling into her role with the team.
I think sometimes it's just life gives you funny opportunities sometimes. I was playing softball overseas when I got the opportunity to coach for the Phillies, so that was just an amazing opportunity. I wasn't planning on retiring from softball at that time, but I thought it was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And then with the Phillies was when I met somebody who was already playing for Team USA Women's Baseball, and so through her, that's how I was able to try out for Team USA. So it's just kind of who you meet and where you are at the right times that ends up being a wonderful adventure sometimes.
Her path eventually brought her from softball fields and MLB clubhouses to Taiwan's CPBL. Along the way, she has drawn on her own playing experience to guide her coaching approach.
Yeah, I think it's all very much the same. If not exactly the same, very, very similar. I think obviously women's bodies and men's bodies are different, and our centers of mass are different, and you know how we move is slightly different. So that's been kind of something new that I'm able to bring. Is okay. Well, this is how much smaller humans learn to harness their power in order to hit well. So like this is what I can bring here to the team as well as something different.
Edwards has also embraced the cultural side of playing in Taiwan, learning some clubhouse slang to connect with players.
I mean, I think an easy one would be like kakinela. Like they always say hurry up, or anela is like, oh really, like seriously. So those are the two that gets thrown around a lot. They're really friendly and silly, so that's been a nice, I definitely felt really welcomed in the beginning. And as strange as it's been to be in a foreign country and to be surrounded by people that look and act very differently from me, it's been a learning experience for me for sure, but they have been very welcoming and they've made the transition relatively easy, I would say.
Edwards believes small gestures like these help build trust. She admits the adjustments hasn't always been easy, and her solution has been to lean on teamwork.
Yeah, it's not easy, especially because I am a hard worker and I do have like perfectionist tendencies. So to not blame myself so much too is really difficult. To realize that I think this is just a huge collaboration between everybody and leaning on other coaches or even the players for their ideas and opinions and things we can do differently or things that we are doing well. You know, it's good to step outside and try to zoom out and see it from somebody else's perspective who's there to support you and to make sure that you keep going and everybody's just pushing along in the same direction.
On game days, her schedule is packed with early meetings with the staff, setting up batting practice, scouting the opposing pitcher, and then working alongside players during the game to make adjustments.
When we have such late nights, but you get to the ballpark, you have your morning meetings, the coaches meeting, players meeting, and then we talk about what lineup we want for the day. And then we set up the batting practice rounds and then have lunch, talk about the starting pitcher, do little either individual meetings about the starting pitcher or we do it as a team. And then it's game time, you know. And during the game, it's a lot of, okay, how is this pitcher throwing today? How are our hitters performing against him? And what little adjustments can we make during the game?
Through it all, Edwards stays grounded thanks to the values she learned in softball: friendship, community, and joy.
It's been awesome. I especially loved moments where we were here in the Dome as the away team and we had fans just packed along the back wall and hearing them all like screaming. I hear their passion and how much they want to like support us in this journey this season. So that's been really cool.
She said the fans' passion has fueled her just as much as it pushes the players on the field. And to make sure she could guide them on game day, she took the time to connect with them first.
I was told, you know, if you're doing any coaching within the first couple of weeks, you're not really learning them first and you're not really doing them the justice that you could be doing. So the first couple of weeks of this season as well, I just kind of like tried to learn how everybody behaves and communicates and all of that, who they are as people. And so now, thankfully, we've gotten to a point so deep in the season where I feel like for the most part with the older players, they do like the support more than being told what to do, or you know, maybe they don't need advice, they want to work it through their own processes. So it's just giving them little tidbits of information that I know they like to know about the pitcher or whatever. Or if I know what bad habits they typically fall into, just like picking that out and be like, hey man, you're doing this, and they're like, they can fix it pretty quickly. But other than that, it's just being a support for them, yeah.
And support is key not just for players, but for Edwards herself.
I think I had such a long journey getting here. I played over 20 years of softball. I've been in multiple countries now coaching. And what you really have to do in these tough moments where maybe people are trying to tell you who you are or what to be or things like that is just have a really strong sense of self and self-identity. And like I said about having a community of women around me from the softball world, that helps every day, because sometimes if I am too deep into this, I'm not like going home and switching my mind off sometimes, then it ends up like it's not a benefit to anybody, you know. I do have to kind of step back and be just Sarah for a while, not Coach Sarah, you know. And so having little like connections with people in your life that are really meaningful and make you feel like you at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
Those lifelong bonds remind her that she's never truly alone, no matter where baseball takes her. And in the CTBC clubhouse, she's surrounded by players who see her as a trusted coach. For Sarah Edwards, the legacy she's building is clear. It's about showing that history is written not by staying comfortable, but by stepping up, swinging hard, and embracing the adventure. Coming up next, Taiwan Volleyball begins a new chapter. The Badminton Kaohsiung Masters serves up top-tier action. And Hualien gets a helping hand as the sports community rallies in the wake of deadly floods. Stay tuned.
Done it. Kaohsiung has KO'd.
Taiwan's Ge Binzhong, known as the Giant Killer, stunned world number 1 Alexander Kazakis from Greece with a 3-1 victory in the final of the 2025 WPA Men's World 10-Ball Championship in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, capturing his second world crown and first since 2019. The 2025 Kaohsiung Badminton Masters wrapped up with strong performances from Taiwan's athletes. Wang Po-wei came from behind to defeat top seed Panichapon Thirasatkun of Thailand, capturing his first Super 100 title and extending Taiwan's streak at the event. In the women's singles, Japan's former world number 1 Nozomi Okuhara took the title. Taiwan's Huang Jinping made it to the semifinals, and other national team players gained valuable experience and showed promise throughout the tournament, giving fans plenty to cheer for. In mixed doubles, World University Games gold medalists Wu Xianyi and Yang Zhuyin fought hard but fell 1-2 to Japan's Koga Teru and Imai Yuho, walking away with silver. Men's doubles pair Su Jingheng and Wu Guanxin took early leads in both games of the final, but ultimately lost to Japan's Kumagaisho and Nishida Daiki. Still, it marked their best result since teaming up this year.
要来迎接这个第一球，这也是历史性的时刻了。我们现在要大家用最热烈的掌声、最响亮的呐喊，跟我们一起倒数，来 ，8, 7, 最后的倒数时刻，这场比赛即将开始。4, 3, 2, 1, let's go！ 首先要担任发球的是赵宇阳。
The inaugural season of the Taiwan Professional Volleyball League, or TPVL, opened at the Tianmu Gymnasium, where the Taichung win streak defeated the Taipei East Power in 3 straight sets to claim the league's first ever victory. Cambodian player Voen Viasna led the team with 19 points, while Mongolian hitter Kanga Amirak added 16. Local standout Wu Zhongxian, nicknamed the Golden Left Hand, scored 12 points, including the first point in league history. Winstreak, who previously captured 3 consecutive titles in the Enterprise Volleyball League, entered the professional ranks with strong chemistry and experience. Despite its convincing debut win, the team identified areas for improvement as they prepare for a back-to-back series next weekend, where endurance will be a key test. In the second game of the inaugural TPVL season, fans were treated to a thrilling 5-set battle. The Taoyuan Leopards overcame a late rally from Taipei East Power, winning in a grueling 2-hour 37-minute showdown. The Leopards are built around young talent from Chongyuan Christian University. They're guided by team captain and former national team player Liu Hongmin. With young teammates relying on Liu's rich international experience, he delivered in key moments, anchoring the team and finishing as the match's top scorer with 30 points. For the home team, Taipei East Power suffered their second consecutive loss, still seeking their franchise's first win. Taiwan sports world rallies in the wake of disaster. In late September, Typhoon Ragasa breached the Matayan Creek barrier lake in the mountains of Hualien, sending devastating floods through Guangfu Township. Roads were swallowed by mud and classrooms and homes destroyed, with over a dozen lives lost. Soon after, rescue teams and volunteers rushed in with shovels, supplies, and hope. Guangfu may be small, but its baseball legacy is enormous. Generations of CPBL players, including Zhou Siqi, Huang Chongyi, Gao Guohui, Chen Wenjie, and Wang Weichen, traced their roots here, and many stepped up immediately to mobilize support. Zhou Siqi launched a plan to help 3 partner schools: Guangfu Elementary, Taipalang Elementary, and Guangfu Junior High, replacing equipment, repairing facilities, and helping students regain a sense of normalcy. The CPBL and its 6 clubs contributed $500,000 new Taiwan dollars, while players with local ties, including CTBC Brothers infielder Wang Weichen and Li Zhongxian of the Fubon Guardians, coordinated supplies and pledged hands-on help. The goal is simple. Move from emergency recovery to renewal, so classrooms can reopen, diamonds are playable again, so a town that has given so much hope to Taiwan's favorite game can heal and thrive. Coming up next, 5 must-see moments of the week, from clutch hits to stunning catches. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Game On Taiwan. Let's check out this week's top moments.
有点挤压到了，在二垒的后方来看一下，最后有没有机会接了扑下去？哇哦！
哇，好像收到接，
哇哦！
2个兄弟不晓得谁接到哦，
应该是岳大哥偷走了，这个球被怪盗神偷岳东华给偷走了。
CTBC Brothers Yue Donghua turned his back to the infield and made a jaw-dropping catch on a line drive, ending Fubon's rally. His brother Yue Chonghua charged in from center field at the same time, barely avoiding a collision as Yue Donghua completed the sensational play. Rakuten Monkeys left fielder Cheng delivered a brilliant defensive play in the top of the first inning of the second game against the CTBC Brothers, keeping Wang Weichen at bay.
哇，还是用带的，但有一点前，哇，前扑是接到啊，
好球 ，nice play，
接到的话就是 out 到 nice play。
好，场上来看到魔力这一球打到右半边的飞球，界内还界外，界内还界外
Long time no see. The TSG Hawk Stephen Moya is back. In the second inning against the Uni Lions, he launched his 25th home run of the season, his first since returning from injury, and his first blast in over a month.
给到这一棒在中左半边，
捞到了，
捞哥炸裂了！今天让他彻底的突破魔力蓝的防线，今年第22轰，第83分打点，生涯第93发的全垒打。从这球来，柯宇明打到了中间方向，飞扑下去，接到了！哇，季庆然飞身扑接，挡下了一支基本2垒安打。哇，这个是真的是太精彩的美技演出啊，值得再看100遍。好，再看到这一球打到了中间方向，结果飞扑下去，哇！林家伟也来一个美技的演出啊！今天两边的中外野手都有一个美技的飞扑演出，这一球也是接杀了严玉轩的一支安打。
As we wrap up, we celebrate the voice that has defined cheering in Taiwanese baseball. Eric Chu, better known to fans as Cheng, the CPBL pioneer whose energy and passion have inspired fans for 16 seasons, now retires, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable moments. Since joining the Rakuten Monkeys cheer squad in 2010, Cheng has led chants through regular games, championships, and even international tournaments. Thousands of games later, his unmistakable, passionate voice remains a beloved soundtrack for Monkeys fans, accompanying them through victories, setbacks, and even twists and turns along the way. Thanks for watching Game On Taiwan. We'll see you next time.
在应援的，从高中，然后到现在，将近超过20年的时间，甚至我也在这个球场成家立业。谢谢所有的10号队友。